So, here's another video, and this is part of being yourself. And sometimes I feel like we don't know who we are. And I'm gonna give you a backstory. So, I married at a young age, had two kids, got a divorce, but was married for 18 years, together for 23 years. But in my 20s, a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, and even in my 30s until God called, which I was like 32 years old, and I started praying and fasting and just getting closer to God. And what I've learned is that, you know how, and I'm sure some of you guys probably experienced this, and I'm going to talk about the church house. The church house is a place where the sick people are supposed to go, right? Broken people. And there should be no judgment. And I'm telling my story is because this is what God did to me. And it wasn't my church that brought conviction, it was God. And what happened was one day I was going out and I had on a very, very short skirt. And I had on these really high heels, all my legs out. And my daughter had to be about 3 years old and she was staring at me. Light bulb came on. Cannot dress like this because she's watching me. Begin to change my dressing. Dresses got a little longer, much longer. Then I watched her as she matured into this younger woman. She started wearing long dresses because she didn't know too much about the short ones. Fast forward, I go through a divorce and I'm smiling because everything happens for a reason. What's meant for harm, God will work it out for your good. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. And then it was 4 years of being separated, going through this whole divorce. And I had a friend call me and she said, hey, could you help me with my closet? So I helped her with her closet. She came to my house and she goes, God haven't dealt with you with your closet yet? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I kid you not, like 2 days later, he was like, your closet. And I had massive clothes, all these shoes. I thought I gave away enough shoes. I probably had like 80 pairs of shoes, got down to maybe 50 pairs of shoes, got down to 40 pairs of shoes, and he was dealing with me, with my closet. And what I heard was, your husband will not see you with these outfits. So I got rid of a lot of clothes, before, but it was like the body tight dresses, the splits all the way up to the thigh, even if the dress was down to my calf or whatever. But he was like, your husband won't see you. And I was like, got it. Heard you loud and clear. And within a month or two is when I met my fiance. And what he said was, your outfit was so amazing. And all I had on was a white t-shirt. And I don't know what these pants are called, but they're really big and very colorful. And it almost looked like I had on a long skirt. And I was like, so talk about the conviction. And he's also dealing with me with my natural hair as well. I used to do a lot of weaves. I'm a hairstylist. We do a lot of changing up. I had my sides shaved off, long braids. He's dealing with me with that as well. Natural hair. So, you guys, when he talks about being yourself, it's this self that he created you to be. He didn't create us to beat our face. It's dress up. It's fine. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it because I'm in the beauty business. I completely understand the wigs, the weaves, the extensions. I did it. I still want to do it. But for some reason, my flesh is like, leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm like, it's just for dress up. It's just for play. But there's a time and a place for everything. Like I said, I'm not against it. But I am being more mindful of what I put on my head because all the chemicals that they put in these products, in the fake hair and the wigs, that's killing us and causing us to have cancer and thyroids and all these different things. So be yourself and God will do whatever needs to be done within us. So yes, I had to share that. He brought the conviction to me. I need you to do A, B, C, and D, and I'm just being obedient. I just had to share that. You guys have an amazing day.